What's up, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America?
Planet Earth.
We are back with another edition of Bar-jutsu Live. I'm Jim. Just Jim. Obviously, just Jim. Nobody cares. With me is the beautiful, talented, lovely, all knowledge, all knowing wrestling queen, goddess, Miss. And why would you come in on this side? Go sit out. You're in the.
Sorry.
Why would you do that? You left on that side. Oh my God.
Oh man.
I didn't fuck this fucking night.
Are you on your period?
Yeah, no, it's like I was like, we're getting ready to go live, and he just got up and left. Where'd you go?
I had to pee real quick.
Oh,
You're on your period, man.
Layla Page, Ben Benet, Pittsburgh Sports Distributor. I love the fact that we're live, and he just comes walking in, and he's like, where do I go? What do I do? What do I do with my hands?
How much time? Oh, we're on right now? I don't believe you.
Guys, we are back. Another edition here at Scarpaci's, live in Mount Washington. I had no fucking voice. I had bronchitis all week. And I want to talk about something that happened on Friday, which was the end of a journey. But before we get into that, before we get into the Pittsburgh Sports Distributor, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Meineke, Iron City Beer, KMC Firearms, Noor Belts, Phoenix Motorsports, Fista Productions, Ben Benet.
Hey! Hey, that's not my name.
I'm sorry. Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, what do you want?
Let's get into it. We do enough of those sponsors, but I want to talk about the Pittsburgh Sports Distributor. What's going on in Pittsburgh and the world?
Oh, well, you know what? Honestly, it was kind of more or less a lean week here for the Pittsburgh Sports Distributor. Basically, what's going on right now is Pirates spring training happened. It's starting up. They're down in McKechnie Field down in Florida. And right now, ultimately the games are meaningless as the lineups are being solidified. The hot ticket man right now is what is going to happen in the potential of 19-year-old shortstop Connor Griffin and where exactly he'll be on opening day. Projected starting lineup kind of looks like this. Leading off, O'Neill Cruz in center field, Brian Reynolds in right field. At second, Ryan O'Hearn in left field, batting third. Marcell Ozuna, which was one of the free agent signings I talked about, he's probably going to be DHing and batting cleanup. Brandon Lau, another free agent signing, going to be playing second base. These are all projections, by the way. So batting sixth, you're looking at Spencer Horowitz, seventh. Jared Triolo at third base, Nick Gonzalez at shortstop, and Joey Bart catching. But he's probably going to be splitting time with Henry Davis, depending upon who you want in the lineup in terms of like left-handed pitchers, and in particular, actually, Paul Skeens, the gem of the Pirates this year and probably for the next 2 years before he becomes a free agent and signs with Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim or possibly, the LA Dodgers or whatever. But he seems to get along with Henry Davis really well, and you're watching it the way that he blocks the plate just specifically for.
He's very overrated.
Which one?
Paul Skeens.
There's a conjecture about that because he's done it for 2 years now, but let's see what he can do long term. But he's got 8 different pitches.
How old is he?
He's 23 or 24.
I feel like he's like the Beyonce of baseball. He's respectably overrated.
Respectably, I actually like that. I
feel like Beyonce is overrated, but she's respectably overrated.
Well, I mean, when you're Beyonce, when you have your father as your manager and your mother as your stylist, and you're like having everything handed to you on a silver platter,
like
literally,
everybody knows who Beyonce is.
True.
So it's like I feel like Paul Skeens is the Beyonce base.
That's you know what? That's valid. That could possibly be a valid comparison. And there's a lot of people that think that he's overrated because he's got to do it again over the course of time. Because it's only 2 years, and there's a lot of pitchers that fizzle out after 2 years. And if you're a Pirates fan, you know that Steve Blass. Because Steve Blass had a 2-year run, and it was like then he fell off. Then it's almost like his arm fell off. But that's actually a valid comparison. That's a lovely lady's take from Layla. Say that 5 times fast.
I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Molly Kate, who's sitting over there. She got mad. Told her she wasn't going to be on camera. Get on camera.
Go ahead. Oh,
Molly's here to talk about the
wait
rest
a
of
minute. You're all over Facebook. I see you there all the time, and it's awesome. You're not afraid of the camera then. Why not now? All right.
It's a little bit different when it's selfies.
What else is going on?
Well, putting a bow on as far as what's going on with spring training. I mean, first of all, the Pirates have actually finally started spending money, and that's something that was lost for the longest time. You know, and they actually went out and with putting a bow on it as far as that goes. Reynolds, Lowe, or Horwitz are real possibilities for leading off. Ozuna's pretty much cemented in at DH. Horwitz is probably going to sit against leftings, allowing the young guy Garcia in the outfield, and O'Hearn's probably going to move over to first base. Connor Griffin is the hot ticket item. It looks like he's going to need some grooming time with Gonzalez. He's going to be eating up games at shortstop. And that's pretty much what's going on moving forward. So they got a lot of games that are going to be meaningless as they solidify the lineup. And this is the first full year under Don Kelly. So it's going to be a very interesting year moving forward. Projections are somewhere around 83 wins, which would be above 500 and in contention for wild card. So it ought to at least make Federal Street in August a little bit interesting for Pirate home games moving forward. Little footnote, Pitt basketball lost to UNC on Saturday, 79-68, dropping their record to 9-17 and 2-11 in the ACC. They're a lost cause. So but because it's Pittsburgh Sports Distributor, I had to watch it and report it. And right now, the big thing is a lot of things are on hold, especially hockey, because the Winter Olympics are going on. And I just have the medal count right here. I mean, there's too many sports to actually try and cover right now. But right now, Norway leads with 14 gold medals and 31 overall. Second is Italy with 9 gold medals and 24 overall. And the United States is in third with 6 gold medals, 10 silver, 5 bronze with 21 total medals. They're in third place. And then Germany's at 5, 8, and 7, 5 gold, silver, bronze with 20 overall. And it's literally going on as we speak, but because it's over in Milan, all the games are happening at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And when I'm at work, I can't cover all of them. So I just wanted to go with the medal count.
Is it true that the U.S. women won gold? Is that curling?
Curling.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
brooms?
Yeah.
Good job pushing those brooms, bitches.
Jesus Christ. That's it. Show's over. All right, thanks for coming out.
What? I just got the dirtiest look for my daughter. She was like, Dad, fuck you.
Justified.
1950.
Holy shit.
All right, good job.
So yeah, that's pretty much wrapping up because the main thing that happened, Raw and SmackDown happened, but another awesome wrestling event happened.
As I Jim the Animal.
I do have a recap.
You do have a recap? Let's go over your recap.
Yes.
Wait, which recap? Of Raw?
Well, there's Raw and SmackDown because of the qualifying matches for Elimination Chamber. Yeah, it's
So we are going into the Elimination Chamber. SmackDown February 6th. Aleister Black. It was Randy Orton that defeated Aleister Black and Solo Sikoa. So Randy Orton is in the Elimination Chamber.
Did they let Randy Orton come out in his walker? See what?
Where's yours, you old fart?
Oh, touche.
LA Knight defeated Austin Theory and Penta. Cody Rhodes defeated Jacob Fatu and Sami Zayn. Javon Evans defeated Gunther and Dominic Mysterio, which I'm impressed that he.
That was the one that I wanted to see. I wanted to see what you had to say about.
I'm impressed.
You know what? Here's the thing with Javon Evans. He is a white meat baby face. All right, he's skinnier than you. Number one, but he comes out and he's a white meat baby face, which is like literally one of the hardest things you can do in wrestling.
Yeah.
Is be a white meat baby face, and then Kevin Nash I saw on Click This. with him and Sean, with Nash and Sean Oliver, he actually had the balls to sit there and say, "Oh my God, he needs a little bit of an edge." I'm like, "Come on, man!
He's fresh. Leave him alone.
Fresh, leave him alone. He's a beanpole, but it's getting over. It works."
I have no idea who the fuck you guys are. I really don't.
He-
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Molly. I told Molly I was gonna go PG tonight.
He's like new. And then the women's elimination chamber match: Tiffany Stratton defeated Chelsea Green in Last Legend. Rhea Ripley defeated Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Nile. Alexa Bliss defeated, was it Julia?
Julia Gulia?
Yeah.
Your last name is Gulia.
Hey, what's wrong with that? Oh, no, nothing.
Julia Zelina and Asuka defeated Bailey and Natalia, ticketing her spot for the Elimination Chamber.
You said it wrong. It's not Natalia anymore. It's Natty. Well, I mean, listen, anybody in the locker room or backstage or anything calls her Natty Neidhart anyway. But they kind of repackaged her as Natty, and now she's like a cross between Rousey and Shayna Baszler. It seems like
she's a
Rousey.
I mean, I have mixed feelings, but she's like Natalia.
She's a twat.
She doesn't. I mean, she needed something. She needed something different. This is, with all intents and purposes, probably her final run.
I feel like she's had the same gimmick for the last, since I've been alive.
I mean, it's better than Tiffany Stratton. I'm sorry.
I love Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, because of course you do.
I love Tiffany Stratton.
Because I don't get it.
It's trained by Mr. Kennedy, and you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell.
I did not.
I loved Mr. Kennedy growing up.
Growing up. Wait a minute. Hold on. She just said, "I love Mr. Kennedy growing up."
I know. Makes me feel sick.
I think I was in my early teens.
Oh, so 2 years ago. All right.
Okay.
Is that where we're at with that fucking?
So basically, like in the Elimination Chamber, we're 2 spots open left, right? Okay. Well, you got LA Knight. Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, and who's the 4th one now?
Randy.
Oh, Randall Keith.
I feel like Cody Rhodes is one of those ones that's overrated. You know how a few years ago they constantly pushed Roman Reigns down everybody's throat? I feel like that's Cody Rhodes.
I mean, that's very possible, but the thing is, he makes up for it once he grabs a microphone.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I agree with you on when they used to shove Roman Reigns down everybody's throat. I was like, come on, get over it. But Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes. I mean,
I get it.
That dude's earned everything he got. Roman Reigns stinks. Roman Reigns is fucking traveling hot garbage. Cody Rhodes, shit.
He doesn't sell enough. That's part of his problem.
I wish he would have just stayed with cancer.
Stayed with cancer?
He would have just that would have been his gimmick. How cool would that have been? He'd wheel down every day, come down in a wheelchair, just get in, be like, I have cancer.
I
can see that booking meeting right now.
I don't know.
All right, here's the deal.
He shows up to work 3 days out of the year.
Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I was watching back WrestleMania 40, and they were talking about this is the 34th time he's defended his title. I'm like, and he's had the belt for 4 years. How the hell? How do you have that? How does that happen? How does that happen?
It's a little like Jade Cargill. I like her. That's my girl. But she's been champion for over 100 days. She's only defeated at one time. It was for 5 minutes.
I love me some Jade Cargill too. So I'm not even. I'll ride.
I know.
Ride more.
She was an AEW. That's how I know. That's how I know.
I was gonna say you could describe her
long and short.
She's literally what you would picture to be a female action figure.
She
was created in a lab.
Yeah, well, it's like if Halle Berry's character from X-Men became got jacked and became a wrestler.
That's very fitting.
That's pretty much what you're getting with Jade Cargill.
Posts of hers. I said, if I looked like this, I'd walk around naked.
I saw that.
All right. So are we done with the fucking?
When do you want me to come out with my what is it? My crime series of murderers.
Oh, uh, we can do that next week.
My true time.
I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for that too. But
Your girl's on there.
Sonny's on there. Sonny made the list.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your girl's on there. Jesus Christ.
All right, so let's talk about Friday night, February 13th, 2026.
Friday
The day it all,
13th.
Friday 13th, the day it all, which is Kismet because Kismet, that's for a man and media. Because Friday 13th is one of my favorite movie series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I stepped in the ring for the final time to face one Jimmy DeMarco for the CWF Mon Valley Heavyweight Championship. I waited 20 years and I got screwed again. They called it the Irwin Screwjob.
The Irwin Screwjob. Jesus.
Marshall Gambino, that piece of shit, freaking robbed me from another time. So I guess I gotta wait till I'm 68 to go for it again. But I want to talk about the match. I want to talk about, because I mean, I'm not going to sit here. My career is over, so I'm not going to sit here and act like robbed and this that and this. He did that. It was a good match. It was a fantastic match. Since it's over, and I can come out and say this, I can break kayfabe. Jimmy DeMarco is a good friend of mine, and months ago, 6 months ago, when
Jimmy Danillo's a good friend of James Porco.
oh, there you go. See,
Van Hughes and Jimmy DeMarco still friggin' hate each other. And you know what else? Brett Paradise might have something to say to that come May 1st, son.
I don't know, but you know what makes me sick about DeMarco? I don't ever see the dude do one fucking push-up. And he's jacked.
Yoked.
He is jacked. It was so funny. So we go to do the match, and we come on, and I guess they wanted us to go 8 to 10, and I did not realize it until we uploaded the video here. We went 20 minutes. I don't think
You Triple H'd it.
I know. In 30 years, I've never gone 20 minutes in a match. And I waited until my last match for 20 minutes. Molly, what'd you think of the match? It was good? You want to come say that on camera?
It wasn't funny when a dodo got rubbed in his face.
The what? When the what?
Don't act, you're weird.
Sit there for a second. Sit next to Layla for a second. I just want people to say,
right now, bro.
I don't know what that means.
I'm just supposed to be
I know, right?
She absolutely. I was gonna say, please somebody address that.
So here's the thing. So the setting was 2PW at Norway. This is a company that, from what I understood, the last time they ran, they had like 40 people. When my music came and I heard the crowd, I was like, holy shit. There had to be 400 people there.
It looked hot.
I think the venue only fits 190.
No, I know because they sold out. So, because I said
there's easily 200. I think 400 was the strong.
No. They sold out at like 350 tickets or something like that. Because I said the same thing. The occupancy of the building was only allowed to be like 220. I remember seeing that. I was like, oh, we're only going to get that. And then they sold out of the tickets and they added more tickets. And then they added $5 standing room only tickets.
You also think a lot of people didn't show up.
And a lot of people didn't show up. But I'm telling you, that, and you can watch it, that room was packed everywhere I looked. And it was funny because, so I came out first, and I'm looking in the crowd, and everywhere I turned, there was a fucking CO. There was somebody that we worked with was in the crowd, and I was like, holy shit. We even had some local celebrities show up. And I was like, holy shit. I can't believe they're here. So I got in. I guess we could say that. So Bethany Hallam showed up.
Okay.
I was very happy she showed up to support.
She was cool.
She was very cool. But like I said, every time I turned, there were people that I worked with 15, 20 years ago at old jobs that I saw in the crowd, that saw on Facebook that I was doing my final match. They decided to show up. When we started the match, he smacked the shit out of me.
Yes.
He literally smacked the fucking taste out of my mouth. I was like, oh, it's go time. From that moment on, what sucked was, so I've been training for months this match. I'm talking like 6 months straight. Just hitting the gym. She knows it. Every day before work, I'm in there lifting and doing cardio, and I can only do so much cardio because I'm old, I'm fat, and I have to do like modified burpees and shit and everything. So I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm ready for this match. 1 week prior to the match, I get, I'm sitting and I'm training. You know, I'm doing training outside of work, and not for wrestling, for another job I have. And I start getting sinus infection. I'm like, this sucks. So I start pushing it out. Next thing I know, it's in my chest, it's in my throat. I'm like, this is terrible. And I can't breathe. So uh, I go to the ring last Wednesday night. And I'm like, all right, I want to go over some spots. I want to do this shit and everything. I'm in there for 3 minutes. Thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Couldn't breathe. Couldn't feel anything. My chest was closing up. And I'm like, holy cow. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I went from my cardio was fantastic to no cardio. And I'm nervous. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So that night, I didn't tell anyone this. Wednesday night, I sat up wide awake, panicking. I couldn't catch my breath. I started getting panic attacks. And I'll say this now, I'll say this on camera, and I'm glad that it's over. Um, I was scared to death that I was going to have a heart attack. And just because my breathing was so bad, I was like, I don't know what's going on. Or is it?
No. I was just, that when you said that about thought you were going to have a heart attack in the ring. Stone Cold and The Rock, when they did their thing, Stone Cold's last match at WrestleMania 19, he was having breathing issues, just exactly the way you're describing it, like right up until like showtime. And there was a big concern that he was not going to be. He was actually in the hospital getting like an IV drip and all that stuff. So leading up to it.
I don't know, but I know I was nervous as shit. I mean, like, I was up.
Yourself and having
I couldn't get, like, you know how you get that up over? You're like,
you weren't even getting.
I couldn't get that. I'm like, and it was terrible. So I was up all night, and I was freaking out. I was like, there's no way I can't do this match. I got to get in there. And so Thursday, I went to Med Express, and I was like, I got up Thursday morning. I was like, I got to go to Med Express. And I don't think I made it into work then. Did I make it into work? I did. I worked that night. I worked Thursday night. And I go into Med Express, and I'm like, something's wrong. So they do chest X-rays, and they listen to my heart, they listen to my lungs, and they're like, no pneumonia, which I was like, oh, thank God. She's like, you have bronchitis. I've never had bronchitis. I'm like, what's bronchitis? She's like, you're swollen up here, and it's causing you to not be able to get oxygen. And I was like, am I going to be okay for this match tomorrow night? She's like, I don't think so. She's like, well, you may. She's like, but can you cancel? And I was like, no. I was like, absolutely not. Can I cancel?
Like that.
Oh! Yeah. I was like, that is not an option. So she put me on 3 different meds. She put me on antibiotics, steroids, and then she put me on albuterol. I was like, so I started taking it right away, and it just instantly kicked in. But I'm still having breathing problems. So I said, I was like, man, I hope I can kick this. And when I showed up for the show, I was still coughing. I still couldn't really breathe. As you can tell, my voice is.
Yeah, you still sound very deep.
But I came into the show, and I saw the crowd, and I was like, I can breathe. So I'm in the back, and it's so funny. I was like, how long do we want? They're like 4 minutes. I was like, oh. So I had my wrestling gear on underneath my street clothes. What's funny about it is, for years, I had always struggled with my outfit. I always wore like different outfits, and just kind of like, usually like a white beater, sort of like martial arts pants, or something like that. Nothing real spectacular. I found the perfect pants online, and they showed up a day before. I was like, wait, I ordered them like months in advance. They showed up like the day before. I was like, oh my God, they're here. And they looked like Deadpool pants. They were a little baggier, material stretch, which made it perfect. Because I'm used to like I'm used to wrestling in pants that are like stiff. And then and then they kind of like slide down and my ass cracks the side. These were not having it. These pants were like, yo, I got you. I got you. And they stayed up. They did the job. They looked good. I had the red and black boots that I hadn't worn for like 20 some years. And fucking, we went and did it. And I tell you what, we were doing the squats. I was hitting them with the chairs and shit. And he kept asking. He's like, "Are you good? Are you good?" I was like, "Dude, I'm great." He's like, "I am fine." He did, and like I said, tonight at the end of the show, because we're already at 30 minutes and it's a 20-minute match. We're gonna air the match in its entirety. We've been airing clips and clips of it, and people have been messaging me. They're like, "Jesus Christ, dude, did you fucking kill him?" And I'm like, "No," but I'm like, he has to be sore. Especially when I took the belt from the kid in the crowd. I started whipping him with it.
Oh, in the chairs.
I hit him with this belt, and as I hit him, I could see the welt on his back. I was like, but it was something else. Molly, I want to know, the last match that you saw of mine was 8 years ago. If you had to rate this, because you don't really watch wrestling, well, on a 1 to 10.
Which one's better?
I don't remember the other one, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm talking about.
It wasn't worth remembering.
What did you enjoy it? I was very.
It's fun.
I gotta tell you.
Bad for the kids.
Oh, she was screaming and yelling. It was so fun.
His kids and me and my friend, I see this.
See, I thought you were gonna talk shit to his kid.
I didn't know where he was. There were so many people there. I was like, I don't know where his kids are. But she did it for me. She was talking shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
I was like, I was like yelling. I was saying some really mean things.
She was mother effing it. It was great.
So Vanessa Hughes came to play.
Yeah. That's a bitch. I love that. I'm gonna have to make sure he knows that she did that. That's pretty awesome. But all in all, like I said, I don't want to give away too much of it because we're gonna air it tonight. But it was a fantastic.
You gonna put it on YouTube?
Yeah,
You should, man.
I mean, it's on here.
Oh, it is.
So
Okay.
it's like when we close out the show, which we're gonna do soon because it's a long match. It'll air here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But yeah, I do want to thank everyone. I got to tell you, man, I don't know if I should be.
Go ahead.
I really don't want to say this.
Do you want me to fill time for a second while you think about it?
No. I want to thank certain people for the opportunity, but I got to be honest with you. They really shit us down that night. So
how'd they shit you down?
You could be like, Snoop Dogg, I want to thank me.
I do.
Yeah.
I want to thank.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I want to thank. I want to thank Jimmy Demarco for even though I lost, it was still great, and it's still subject to debate because I never really got pinned by a ref's count.
Yeah.
So fuck it. But I do want to thank Jimmy for 20 years of waiting for that. It was great. I want to thank the ref, Craig Stevenson. And fucking Craig I've known Craig since he started. He was like 15 years old. I've known him from the beginning, and he was just fucking phenomenal. And from the bottom of my heart, when he said, "Hey, I'm your ref for the night," my heart sunk. So Craig was great for that. And the end spot, when I throw the substance in his face and he cooks out, you guys will see it. But that was a good spot.
I didn't know Craig Sensation was the ref.
Yeah, Craig.
Wow.
Craig was our ref.
Okay.
And like I said, it was just the way that it landed. He turned out being our ref, and it was Craig Sensation, CJ Sensation.
I know.
Well, I mean, he changed it, but he was CJ Sensation.
Okay. Yeah, because the first time I met him was at an ECWA show up at Mount Oliver, and he was tagging with WCW's Evan Courageous.
Yeah.
And that's why I remembered him as Craig Sensation. But that's wild that he was the ref for it though. I mean, that's a way to bring it home. That's the way to close the chapter, and still leave like just a page or just a chapter open because the ending was by nefarious means.
But it was phenomenal. So you being there, you seemed genuinely happy at the end you saw it. I was very like everybody's reaction was genuine. It was one of those. You ever do something where like people just want to be nice and they're like, "Hey, good job, hey, good job." Like I couldn't get out of that arena without everybody stopped me and they were like, "Dude, that was phenomenal." And then something happened, and I'm going to end on this because, like I said, we're at 32 minutes, and I do want to air this in its entirety. Um, I sent Indie Wrestling US message, and I said, how was it? I asked where the link was. They didn't realize it was me.
Yeah.
And they sent me the link to where to buy it. And they were like, I said, well, how was the Demarco Hughes match? And they were like, probably the best on the card. They were like, better than expected. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they were like 30 minutes later, they were like, we didn't know that was you. Hey, here's the link to the worker page.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
But everybody, like everybody that came, my phone was blowing up, and they all said the same thing: best match of the night, best match of the night. Not to take away from anybody else that was there. John McChesney, a big, I love the guy, I've known him for years. He came all the way down from Erie to do the show. Denny Gregory was there. He came 5 hours. I don't want to take anything away from those guys. I didn't get a chance to see the other matches. Molly, you said Danny. She was real good. Her and Gory. Yeah, you said Danny and Gory's match was really good. So I suggest you guys check that one out. She was really nice. First time I ever met her was that night. She was a sweet. Yeah. She was real cool. But like I said, it was just there's a moment. It's pretty cool, and I'm going to end on this. When I hit my finisher, you can see normally anytime I've hit the finisher, I go from the pump handle right up, I turn, and I drop it.
Oh, I know.
I didn't. Yeah,
I know.
I didn't mean to do this. I literally didn't mean to do this. I didn't write this. I didn't do any of this stuff. But you can see it when you're watching the match. I get him in the pump handle, and I go up, and I stop, and I look around for a second, and then I take him up. In that 2-3 second moment, it was weird. It was kind of like it was in Hollywood. I literally put him in it, and I had him, and I said to him, "Wait a second." And I looked at, and I think I looked at you, because I was facing you whenever I did it. And I said to myself, 30 years, this is my last one. This is my last thought of mine. What a weird thing to say in a sentence, but
what the hell?
I waited 3 seconds, and I saw like my whole career in front of me, and I was like, hit it right. And as tired as I was like, I am not botching any of this. I fucking got him up, slid him over, walked over and dropped it. That was it. And it was just, I couldn't have had a better match. So for the people that are asking, like, they're like, come on, dude, do one more or anything. I think to do one more, just for to come out and do a thing, a spot, anything, would literally ruin that legacy. So.
Can you lead me out to the ring for a couple of things?
I just start calling you Ric Flair.
No.
You say you're gonna have your final match.
No, this was it. When you watch this match, there's no I think anybody else in the business would be like, dude, that was it. Good job. Like it was to have other workers compliment me as much as they did after that match. I was like, that's it. I was like, it's over. So I don't know if that's because I was 48 and doing my last match, or if it was just yeah.
No, the way that you describe it and the clips that I saw, particularly the gorilla press over the thing that you said, oh yeah, I could have used you. Like
that was kind of impromptu. He was like, "Sit down." Right? He was like, "Oh, we're doing this." I went, "Yep." I was like, it was cool. And I was like, "See you later."
And
great.
and I mean, you still look 28 doing it.
I was felt great.
You were.
It felt great.
It looked like you felt great. Like the crowd, and you believe it or not, the pictures that I saw, this one was smiling. I every picture I have, she's well, not for this. She was smiling. So that, I mean,
well, like I said, and I'm not trying to be corny because we're on the show or anything. When I was leaving, when I grabbed the ball in, I was like, "All right, hey, we got to get out of here." And you guys, like, you walked in, Rush, you guys all came to see me. Like, everybody was excited. And again, not trying to be corny, but there was a look on your face. You were genuinely like in awe. You were like, that was amazing. And it wasn't fake. It wasn't like you were doing it to be nice. There was a look of, I can't believe you've talked to me about how you've wrestled for years, and I finally watched that, and you actually pulled that off.
Wrestling in person is just like exhilarating.
Yeah.
Like it's so much different than watching on TV.
But you know, like you have matches where like they could be drizzling shits, and your friends just want to be like, "Oh no, it was cool, I liked it." And you're like, "All right." The look on your face, I was like, I genuinely pleased you, and I went,
It was good.
"I'm good." It was awesome.
That's awesome. That's not corny. That's just good. That's just good.
Crack.
Yeah. But
That's not good. Corny. That's not corny at all, man. That's a beautiful moment in life.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was pretty awesome. So with that said, I want to go ahead and air this match. This was you can find the whole show on indiewrestling.us. This is 2PW's Distortion from February 13th, 2026 in Irwin, PA at the Elements venue. And the match we're about to see is Jimmy Demarco versus Van Hughes for the CWF Mon Valley Championship. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all our sponsors. You guys are great. And without further ado, here it is. We'll see you guys next week.
I'm a Van Hughes mark.
All right. Our next match, I am excited and honored for the CWF Mon Valley Championship. That's right. Returning to the ring. It's been a while. That's right. The Prime Minister of Perversion himself, Jimmy DeMarco, taking on one giant of a man in Van Hughes.
Yeah, Van Hughes, a bulldozer of
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is almost 20 years in the making. This match is brought to you by Bar-jutsu, founded by certified Ninjutsu instructor James Porco. Bar-jutsu is a self-defense for public venues like bars, focusing on practical techniques to de-escalate or manage conflict. For more information, follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and contact them on their website, www.barjutsu.com. This match requires a couple of special people who were around when this match happened almost 20 years ago. Let's welcome your referee first, Mr. CJ Sensation. And now let me introduce you this time, your special guest ring announcer, Mr. Chuck Roberts.
It's time to get it together, because here he is, the one, the only Chuck Roberts. Chuck Roberts, a staple in this business.
For a hot minute, he was the most powerful man in Pittsburgh professional wrestling.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He's still one of the most powerful,
Right,
but
Matt,
he was
thank
the
you
man.
very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be inside the ring. I know most of you probably have no idea who I am, and that's okay. Because it's not about me, it's about the performers here tonight. But I will tell you, as a former promoter of IWC Wrestling, there was one guy that when you would put him on the card, when you'd advertise that guy, you'd have a sellout. And I mean that full-heartedly. And it's a shame because he put his body on the line, so he couldn't wrestle every show. But I promise you, if I could have put him on every show, we would have sold out every show. And not only that, he became a good friend. So right here, right now, it's a privilege for me to introduce to you guys your next title bout here tonight. So here we go with your next two participants.
mountain of this man, but look what is behind him walking out to the ring.
Well, I guess, so it makes sense to me, and here's why. Van Hughes, the last holder of the CWF Mon Valley Championship, bulldozer of a man at 2'8", beast of a man, power personified, 6'1", 2'8", Sicka. He's coming out here with the people who currently have the biggest problem with the Gambino family, who is a member in standing of the Gambino Moving Company. Jimmy DeMarco was a member of the Gambino Brothers Moving Company.
That's right. But here we go. It's about to get delicious. That's right, right here in Irwin, Pennsylvania. The Prime Minister of Perversion himself, the Jimmy DeMarco. It has been forever since we've seen this man. And here he comes. That's right, the CWF champion making his way to the ring.
Forgive me, I forgot that he beat Van Hughes in their last matchup, and then this has been 20 years in the making. That is on me for not paying attention.
And you talked earlier about the heritage of these two. Do you know who Van Hughes blames for DeMarco winning that title?
I have a couple guesses.
Marshall.
And it doesn't surprise me. In fact, the fact that Van Hughes wants this match to happen on 2PW soil is insane to me because he's coming into hostile territory. I guess this is what evens it up is Jamie Jameson, who again, we know is in a match at Pit Fight against the Gambinos again. DeMarco coming in. What?
You missed it, Tony. You were shuffling.
I was not around.
DeMarco just spit on Beastman.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. DeMarco doesn't give a damn who you are. This man used to be part of not only the Gambino Brothers Moving Company and the Gambino family. This man used to wrestle with Facade, Corvus Fear, Shima Zion. You know Shima Zion closer as Joaquin Phoenix. This dude has been a rising, Joaquin Wild, excuse me. Joaquin Phoenix
plays the Joker.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest will be under no holds barred rules. It's scheduled for one fall, and it is for the CWF Mon Valley Championship.
No jokers involved in this match.
Introducing to you first to my left, he is the challenger. He weighed in at 280 pounds. He hails from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Van Hughes.
Look at the size of this man right here.
And his opponents from the Steel City, weighing in at 215 pounds. He's bursting with muscles. He's full of delicious sex. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Jimmy Delicious DeMarco.
You can hear the crowd roaring here in Irwin, Pennsylvania.
We'll call for the CWF Mon Valley Championship. Your referee is CJ Sensation.
Now you gotta watch over here. You see Chest Flexor stalking around. Chest Flexor used to be a friend of DeMarco. They used to be in part of Team Big League. Of course, Team Big League, led by John McChesney, who now runs Big League Pro, a company that you and I work for, a company that Chuck Roberts is the ring announcer for. There's a lot of interconnecting strings going on in this matchup.
Throws his hat in disrespect. DeMarco and Hughes picking up where they left off. Just beating the holy hell out of each other. Oh, big shot by Hughes. And DeMarco took that one right on the kisser. And now, DeMarco coming back. A couple ham hocks there. I mean, DeMarco's title legacy alone just speaks for itself. I mean, my God, former tag champ, former absolute champ, former intense champion. Those are both AIW. And I mean, my God, he just, like I said, he's currently holds the CWF Mon Valley Championship right now. And Van Hughes, he wants that title back. Oh! My goodness.
And you can see the Beastman and company stalking DeMarco. And this is something I asked Justin Idol about this match. Justin Idol, of course, used to know very closely that DeMarco had some feuds back in the day with the Gambinos and all that jazz. And he said DeMarco's a firecracker. You cannot predict what he's going to do, but you can ground him.
Can. But Tony, that ground outside that ring is not safe, especially with the Outlaws and Beastman on the outside, all helping Van Hughes, as Van Hughes is just pounding away right now.
And there's no love between Van Hughes and, I mean, Chess Fletcher's pacing just because he hates that he was ejected from Team Big League. I mean, he's had that heat for years upon years.
When you think about it, like a lot of this stuff matches up, Tony. Van Hughes, 28 years in-ring experience. DeMarco, 21. Oh! Taking out everybody. And again.
And remember, this match is no holds barred, so this is all legal.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the crew. Both Nasty, the family, and of course, Andrew Palace.
Jason Tyler being dragged to the back. Palace, I mean, we're watching right now near the toy booth. Palace is dragging Jamie out.
And the family cleaning house and taking out the trash, you could say.
Matt almost got ran over. You all right there, Matt? He's okay.
Matt saw his life before his eyes there for a second.
I mean, that's 20 years of bad blood that spanned multiple companies.
Oh, wait. DeMarco now has a hold of Hughes. Oh! That was a face full of...
That's just alcohol.
Oh,
various alcohols. We're going to have to clean it up later.
Yeah, that hit the good canvas. Oh, boy.
More kids are coming.
What is happening right now? No! Oh, jeez, guys.
Yeah, that's what happens usually. That now he's slippery. I mean, I know Jimmy DeMarco likes being slippery. I understand that.
That's right.
Baby oil master.
Speaking of oil, Meineke Auto Care. If you're looking for a nationally recognized leader in automotive maintenance and repair, look no further than Meineke.
I gotta hold you. Jimmy DeMarco just ate post.
Yes, he did.
Meineke Car Care. Get your cars looked at. Check them out at Castle Shannon and Pleasant Hills locations. Contact them for all your automotive needs. But we got to get back to the match. It was a good attempt. I'll give you credit where it's due.
All I'm going to say is that this floor has become one large slip and slide. And, oh, God, Van Hughes has a belt thicker than the ones I used to get beat with.
A dildo.
What is happening in this matchup?
Was that a
Yes, that was a item
God,
that
we will never believe the sex toy allegations in this or in this company, in this building. I thought we got away from that. Worthington, this happened every once in a while. A Barney thing would come out of nowhere. Van Hughes doesn't give a damn though, as he's beating Jimmy DeMarco like a running mule.
Yes, he is. He's beating you with that. That's a thick belt, Tony.
Thick belt for a thick man.
You know, they talk about BTA, but that was BTB belt the back on that one. My goodness.
Oh.
And right now,
when you said BTP, I thought you meant the other. Never mind.
They used to call DeMarco back in the day the king of cake, but this is not.
That was not the cake he was talking about. Now he's choking him out like this is a BDSM session. Okay, I gotta watch that.
And now the Pope of Grove in a lot of trouble. Just beating that belt. And Van Hughes right now, he wants revenge. He's hell bent. You know, again, he felt like oh my God, that was right across the arm.
I know.
Oh boy. Oh no. And now DeMarco. Talk about a rented mule.
And the belt's now on the roof. That belt's on the roof.
Who's on the floor? Belts on the roof?
Yeah, you know what? It's a party.
It's a definite Jimmy DeMarco
party. Nothing says Jimmy DeMarco like belts in the rafters and booze on the floor.
Trained by Shirley Doe and Super Hentai. And, I mean, he's taking on one man who was trained by the legendary late New Jack. And, that was face full of chair right there.
Shades of the natural born killers and the gangsters themselves.
Yes, right there.
And he's either convulsing or twerking. I don't know which one. And with Jimmy DeMarco, it's a coin flip.
Yeah, you got to prove it. And right now, the Master of Deliciousness is in a lot of trouble. I mean, oh my goodness. And now, oh no.
Line it up. Oh! Right on the cockles. Ah! And that's Buddy.
That was tailbone.
Yeah,
that was straight tailbone right there.
That's not fun. The chair is dented from Demarco's butt. That's wild.
This match has gone completely ham crazy right now. Now Demarco
asking for another chair. Where are we getting these chairs? Where are these chairs coming from?
I know, where were they earlier? But anyways, and a lot. Oh no, Hughes setting up a tool of destruction, and Jimmy Demarco's name's on it. And oh God, here we go. Send him. Reverses it up. Spine buster. Right on both chairs.
And they did not give worth a damn.
This could be it right here. No.
You have to think Van Hughes is sitting there going, let's play this replay back. Tried to reverse it. No, spine buster. Straight arm style. No turn, no arm, just power.
Just drove him. I mean, you can see Demarco's in so much pain right now. I mean,
Demarco holding that CWF title has been a thorn in Van Hughes' side for 20 years. And now he gets to put, 10 years, excuse me. A little over 10 years, about 20. But now he's trying to finish this out. Now he's trying to put an end to it. The title matters to these two men. Not the pit fight chair. Not the pit fight chair.
It's happening, Tony. It's happening. Just accept it. You going to go in there and ask him to stop?
No.
You know, I mean,
no.
6'1", 280?
280.
Yeah. You refer to people like that as sir.
I don't refer to anyone as and Jimmy Demarco is trying to wake up, but he is just hanging out of the ring, looking for someone to revive him.
Yeah, with that, he just got revived with somebody's drink.
That makes sense. It's Jimmy Demarco.
Oh, boy. And now, Van Hughes with that big chop trying to move Demarco to that, now another contraption device of violence. And, Jesus! Oh my God!
I do want to remind everyone that for the most part, pinball 1, 2.
No!
Are you a psychopath? Just give up.
And wait, one more time. Sidewalk slam and no. Van Hughes is trying to kill him.
Yeah,
we might witness a homicide here in Irwin,
this is the first time this title's been defended since they both fought for it 12 plus years ago. There has been a vicious hatred between these two men. There have been wars online. Van Hughes has threatened everyone in the back to make sure this match happens.
Oh, wait! And that's why he's called the Prime Minister of Perversion right there. Look, he has a whole handful.
I had a friend who was a ball like this.
Oh, he just threw salt in the eyes of CJ Sensation.
No, it was something else. Maybe it was something else? Yeah! It was something else!
Oh, wait! What the? I don't think that was salt, Tony.
Oh, God damn it. He's been doing so well. And CJ Sensation has quit this show.
He's done. He's over it. There's no referee, which means... Never mind. The match was already unbridled violence.
You know what? Maybe George will come out and finish this.
Oh, no.
Or maybe Jimmy Demarco will just end it.
Caught her right on the chair.
Oh, my God.
How's your face, Van Hughes?
1, 2. He kicked out of his own pin.
I mean, that's the crowd here at 2BW. They're doing the count, and there's no ref. Our ref turned into Rick Payne.
Are you smelling that? Are you smelling that?
Oh, boy.
Oh, well, there's the ref, I guess. Woo! Man, the air is froggy right now.
What the heck am I smelling?
That's nose candy.
Oh, okay.
Van Hughes picking him up, though.
Oh, no. Wait. Demarco has that contraption. Oh, boy, that thing's flopping away. Oh! collapses him.
He's trying to beat him with it. No ref, though. One.
Oh, boy.
Marshall is still out here?
Oh, Marshall Gambino!
Well, once a Gambino, always a Gambino.
Oh, my God. What is happening? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
The winner of the match, Delicious Demarco.
Well, after you see that pinfall, Van Hughes, what can I say? His title shot just went, well, nuts. Jimmy DeMarco victorious here, and Jimmy better watch where he's stepping because, you know, well.
Oh, there he is.
Jimmy DeMarco victorious.
No, he's revived. He's revived. That's why Bob Nasty's here. Nope, he's dead. This is ladies and gentlemen.
Bob Nasty's gonna have to help him out of here. I mean, how much spine? His spine took a beating during that right now. What a hell of a match for Jimmy DeMarco. But is it the last? That's the question.
God, I hope so.
And I'll say this.
No, Jimmy DeMarco, I'd be happy to see him again. Van Hughes.
Van Hughes, he's pissed.
Well, yeah, he just failed in front of a sold-out crowd.